Creating ideas, connecting people, building brands. Isn't that what it's all about? Richmond Corporate Video.
One of the original Batten Fellow faculty members, along with Jim Collins, and not the astronaut, and Malcolm Gladwell, the author. And he's been teaching innovation for the last 15 years at Darden. He's written a book called 63 Innovation Nuggets that he'll talk about today, published in 2015. And Fortune magazine, in their review of that magazine, in the book said, it's tough to find anyone with longer, more varied experience with innovation than George Barbee. He's worked in 40 different companies and founded 3 successful entrepreneurial companies, including the largest independent provider of financial planning in the U.S., which he sold to Price Waterhouse. And he's here today to talk to us about the genius of innovation and creativity. George?
I think I'll start with a story on myself, which was a little bit humbling. About 16 years ago, a couple of weeks before Christmas, I got a call from the dean of the business school at Darden. And he said, he said some of the nice things that we just heard. And he said, 40 countries, we're lucky enough to get on the Today Show. He said, we want you to be our first faculty fellow. And I went, Ted, what is a fellow? And he thought, it was a very long silence. He thought for about 15 seconds and he said, I don't know either, but we'll figure it out together. The art of transferring. I'll make it, maybe I won't read this one. The idea of you rise up to 30,000 feet and you say, if something over here is innovative, how can we transfer that aspect or that uniqueness to another category or another situation? And I think this is something that is actually easier than the art of observing, just taking the time out. And what it really, the basis of this is that there are very few things that are truly 100% innovative. Usually there's a borrowing and a taking of something or some element or some series of elements from one category to another. And so that's the nugget. What's an example of it?
This is called assuring how you want to be regarded. How often do you get to take time out to think about who you really are? Where have you been? Where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, further out? For your own satisfaction. And how do you want to be regarded by others? At home and at work. Thinking like this can often be a journey. It doesn't happen overnight, and it can and will change. Try it. Take notes. Did you hear that theme? Write it down. It's so easy to forget. Take notes and keep them so you can refer back. Review your notes periodically, annually at the very least. Teach yourself. This exercise and process is one of the keys to creativity and happiness. It is part of the balance that allows us to sustain a high level of productivity and creativity. Where we are headed is directly in our control. in this process lies our true commitment to be more creative and innovative. Thank you very much.